How's it going everyone? WildeThang here and welcome to another Destiny video. So in this one we're going to be looking at the sniper lanes and sightlines and just general tips and tricks for the Bannerfall map. Now I've spawned on alpha side and I'm just going to quickly show you some well-known sniper lanes and which ones to avoid. So the first one on this map is obviously up here. A lot of people run up here and snipe straight through the map. Now you'll be able to see the enemy team on this little ledge over here. Now if you're quick enough you can probably get here before the enemy team, line up your shots and snipe away. But obviously if they're using blink they're going to get there a hell of a lot quicker than you, or like a quick titan will get up there pretty quick. So I tend to avoid this area as much as I can now. I don't bother jumping up here. I used to a lot when this map first came out, but I just don't tend to anymore. So what I usually do is I come down here. You can even come into this doorway and you might be able to see a few heads there, because they won't expect you to be down here sniping up towards them, and you'll be able to just see a few people there if they're close to like the edge over this way. If they're further back then obviously you're not going to see them. Another thing to bear in mind is when you're in this area, a lot of people like to hang around this tree, so there will be people hard scoping towards this spawn, because obviously this map is symmetrical and you can very well easily guess where people are going to spawn. So if you've already been killed and you respawn, there might be some people out there, so just keep an eye out for that. Another one is straight down here, and that's what some people tend to do. If they don't go up there, they run all the way here and just hard scope here and just wait for people to slide out, or just hard scope and try and snipe them. So just be careful of those when you're on this map. This map for me is very sniper heavy because it's so open. There's large areas that you can hide, and also you can just see pretty much all of the map if you're here, if you're by this tree. Now you've got to be careful of people up in these rooms as well. They will pop out and they tend to just sit up there and try and snipe as well. So you might be able to get a good angle on them whichever way. I tend to throw trip mines up there and it sometimes gets people, sometimes doesn't. But if I tend to be out here, say like if the heavy's popped and if I'm going to go pick that up, then I just tend to keep an eye on these spawns areas. If my team are on this side of the map, then I just keep an eye on this side. There's no point in sniping over here when you know your team is spawning over there, because people will just snipe you from over here and they get the angle on you. Another thing to bear in mind is some people like to hide behind this tree and this middle planter bit. I think you can head glitch. Well, I've seen some people head glitching over here, which is annoying, but yeah. There's you can sit here as well and you get the whole scope of the outdoor area. Just be mindful that people do like to hide behind these boxes, and you can actually jump up and hide behind them. I will show you that in a minute, but yeah, just keep an eye out for those sorts of areas as well. And like I said, this map is very sniper heavy, so just keep an eye out on all these lanes, because there are a hell of a lot of sniper lanes in this map. You've even got ones down here like the back alleyways, and like I said, it's symmetrical, so just keep an eye out for both sides. You've got up the top in the spawn areas, just on this this is called like Mohawk, some people like to call it. You've also got B, which spawns over there, and yeah, it's just very sniper heavy. And like I said, you can jump on this box here and just crouch here, and then when you aim with your sniper you actually pop out of the top of the box. So you can sit here. I don't know if they can see your head. Obviously I've not seen anyone sitting here before. But yeah, you can poke out and you've got a pretty good view. People up there might be able to snipe you because obviously you can see that area there. So yeah, so you got a pretty good view of not that spawn so much, kind of that doorway and a little bit of that area over there. And also make sure that when you're picking up heavy, keep an eye out for these areas as well, like up the top of the stairs, because people do sit up there and snipe the heavy, which is what I tend to do. And these boxes are the same each side, so you can actually jump up here as well on this side, just crouch and then poke over and snipe across. But obviously don't sit there too long. Don't sit in any position too long, because you don't want to be a camper and you don't want people to know that you're still there and don't predict when you're coming out. And as this map is pretty much symmetrical, it's the same either side. So whatever I say about this side, it will just be the same on the other side. So you can be up here as well. You get a pretty good view of the alleyway, like the special area. You can come out here. You've got a pretty good view I mean, I personally really like this map just because, well, then I am a sniper, so I'm pretty used to this one, and I know all the sniper lanes and where not to peek or where to stand. And if you find yourself stuck out here and getting sniped from all angles, maybe just try crouching and sniping across, then people won't expect you to be at head height and you can try and pick them off there. On this map I've got many collaterals of many like firefly explosion, double kills, all that sort of good stuff, and it is a lot of fun. Some people don't like it because I've spoken to shotgunners and they don't like this map because it's sniper heavy and it's a struggle trying to win, especially in trials where everything is open. Like the capture point is right here for trials and you've got so many angles you can pick the enemy team off with, and yeah, it can be a bit of a struggle. So I think I've covered everything for this map. Like I said, it's got a hell of a lot of sniper lanes, so just be careful as to where you're positioned. Don't stand out in the open like I am here. Just try and hide behind things, just try and peek out when you can, or even I do a lot in trials is sit down and you can see, you can move the camera around quite a lot. So if you're playing like elimination or trials, you can sit down and move your camera all the way around so you can see if anyone's hard scoping your position, and if they know where you are then just back off because they will have the upper hand because there will already be hard scopes on your location. So I think that's it from me, guys. I hope you've learnt something new from these videos. I will be doing every single map, just talking to you guys about certain locations, little tips and things that I've learned from playing the game. So anyway guys, I hope you enjoy the video, have an awesome day, and I will see you in the next one.